A couple times this year. One time that he come through, he was working with us as we went through the Bureau of Labor citations to get our fines and penalties reduced. We announced that we were successful. We had them all eliminated, but a $250 administration fee. But while he was here, he did take the opportunity to tour our facilities, and we do have some other items that we need to fix. Right now, we have all but one that we haven't fixed, and the other one is the wall. But as Peter can testify, like I said, there are two divisions in the Bureau of Labor. One is Safety Works that works with you, and then the other aspect is the enforcement arm. This is something that I want to go over. Can Safety Works find a company? As a rule, this division of the Bureau of Labor cannot. Safety Works is not OSHA, cannot issue fines or citations to private companies. If an employer refuses to correct a hazard that poses a threat to the life, safety, or health of the employees, a referral to OSHA may be made. In more than 20 years and many thousands of consultations, only one employer has been referred. There is no cost for Safety Work services. The only obligation of the employer is to correct in a timely manner any serious job, safety, or health hazard found during the consultation. Just like the last meeting, we're going to go over, this is a citation. It's issued against the Lubec Public Works by Samuel Knight, dated January 13th. The consultant noted above a safety and health condition below the hazard identified at the town of Lubec to be corrected within 6 months from the date of the consultation conducted. Title 26, Chapter 6, Subchapter 561, Duty of the Employers. It is declared the public policy of the state of Maine that workers employed in any occupation shall be protected from hazards to their health or safety, and that working conditions shall be maintained that will be reasonably free of hazards to their health and safety. And here we recited that the last public works bay used for salt storage was damaged. As we noted in the last public hearing, in addition to the concerns from Safety Works, we also had concerns from MMA, who's our insurance company. Okay, James Spire was here. He did look at the proposed site. If we stay away from the front of the property where the wetlands are, we will need minimal permits to go forward. The only thing he's requesting that we get would be a stormwater runoff permit. That's about $400 and some paperwork. If we try to go to the front of the property, to the roadside portion of the property, there's the wetlands, and there's all kinds of mitigation that we're going to have to do to resolve it. Okay, Nate Purnell, he was here. He's from the Washington County Soil and Water. He took soil samples there that were about 1.5 feet deep. He came back and we had some loam on top, going down to some places where there's some clay underneath it. He indicated that once we got past the loam, the soil was ideal for what we wanted. When you look at the property, when you look at the portion of the property going in by the Legion, right up by the gate, in that area to the right is the area that we were walking. If you look at the property as a whole, there's a knoll that goes up, and there's a high ground that's usually dry, and that's the area that the committee is looking at for the proposed project. Okay, the grant request. We are one of 3 communities. We noted that in the last public hearing. It's Lubec for a public works sand salt shed, Princeton for a firehouse, and the county for a sand salt shed. This is an overview of the site, and basically Renee used Google Earth, and it just kind of gives us a little bit of an eyeball. You can see the part of the property between the proposed site and the road. That's where the wetland is. In talking with Rick, he is proposing that we lay out the garage first and salt shed back. That would help his operations. Okay. One of the other feedback that I heard was we used $1,000 tax bill, and also the mill rate is based on a cost per thousand. So I think there was some confusion there. The amount that we used was not going to be added to the mill rate. All right, if you had an actual $1,000 tax bill, the cost was going to be $11.79. So what we used was $750. If you have a $750 tax bill, it's going to be $728. If it's $1,500, it'll be double that. It'll be $1,456. All the way down through, if we get $100,000, if your tax bill is $750, it's $563. If it's around $1,500, it'll be $1,126. If we get $200,000, your tax bill is $750. The increase would be $398. If it's a $1,500 tax bill, we're going to double that number, and then that would be $796. If we get the full amount that we're requesting, for a $750 tax bill, it's going to be $2.40. For a $1,500 tax bill, it would be $4.80. Right now, our competitors in this grant process, there's Lubec for sand salt shed. The conditions that we're citing are the conditions of the neighboring property, the dust and how that's affecting the environment of the neighbors. We've got documentation on that. We sent that down in our letter of intent. Princeton is another community looking for $300,000. They have a mold issue in their fire station. And then we have the county. They're looking to build a sand salt shed. I think the fact that we were invited to step forward is a major part of this project. I think we've got really good documentation to make our case that we need the funds. We've got LMI statistics for the local community to show that, for this project to carry forward, these funds are going to be necessary. Right now, the town of Lubec mill rate is about $19.50 per thousand. So I sat down with Jim Clark and I said, what if we have absolutely nothing? What's the worst case scenario? And to come up with the figure, he said it would be 0.3 of a mil, 0.3 or less would be the impact on the mill rate. Okay, these items here, we talked about the goal of the committee was to try to get this out and go to town meeting by a specific date. We realized that, a lot of these steps are big steps, and it's important that we take the time to do each one correctly. We do have a deadline with Safety Works. But right now we have documentation that shows the town is making a serious effort to remedy the situation. We're having public hearings. We've got grant applications. I'm going to contact Safety Works and forward the information to them so they know we're actively pursuing a solution to the issue we were cited for.